Hello everyone and welcome back to this week's special video. I'm hoping that every week this summer, other than the ones I'm on vacation, could have a special video, so be on the lookout for that. This week, which I should actually be in vacation by the time this comes out, and I'll try to get one out to you next week. I already have an idea in mind, so that's kind of my upload schedule I'm kind of hoping on doing. But you didn't come to this video to hear me talk about my upload schedule. That's boring, right? So let's talk about some overrated levels in this game. As like last time, if you didn't watch the underrated level video last week, go check that out first, because I'll explain the rules a little bit, if they're rules. And I'll kind of cover the rules for the overrated ones too. Overrated by the community is levels that the community really loves. They think they are really awesome. S tier material, maybe A tier. Yeah, probably A or S tier. And I personally think are B tier or below. This is completely my opinion, as I said last time. No feedback from the community almost at all will be taken here. It's basically just going to be me. I'll compare notes to what the community thinks of the level, but that's pretty much all you're going to hear from the community. But with that, let's get started in our 10th place. Like last time, 10th place was not very locked in, but after a little bit of thinking, I came to the conclusion that 10th place should be Illusion, the first ever bonus in the game. And if I had to guess, I'd assume that's why most of the community likes this level as much as they do. Some people might say this is B tier, but even that is too high for this level, I think. Now, I am a day one player, so I understand nostalgia factors, but this level is just so boring, and it doesn't hold up well to this standard, or today's standard of routing, especially for 1 stars, which is a shame, because I did really love this level when it came out. It was kind of revolutionary, the first ever bonus. We didn't really know what that was. We could kind of assume, but we did not know what the precedent for that would end up being. Obviously, now we know with 74 bonuses in the game. But as for this level, I think the other thing that keeps it out of F tier for me is just the soundtrack, and also that little nostalgia factor that I do still have. Yeah, I don't really know why the community likes it so much. I'd assume it's because of a nostalgia factor, and maybe the soundtrack. But I think A tier and B tier is still just too high for this level. Unfortunately, this is one that I dislike having to dislike, but it just is that way. And I have to put it on 10th place on this list because the community likes it a little too much. This is going to be a controversial pick on my part, and that's how you know that this is definitely a level that is overrated. Because I don't really like this level. 9th place, Poker. And the fact that I have a feeling there's going to be comments disagreeing with this one makes me 100% believe that this is going to be a good pick here. Poker is too challenging, and that's my gripe with it. It has too challenging crowns, and I understand they were just kind of experimenting with crowns. Crowns were kind of a newer concept at the time. And I just think they made them too hard. Even some of the gems. This is, the theming is also okay. I think if we had got a card theme level nowadays, it'd probably be a little better. That's the easiest crown. I'm just gonna say that. That was the easiest crown. The easiest one. In my opinion. Some people might say the second one is. But even that, that's challenging. The decoration's not even, that good. It's kind of good. There's some that are bad. There's some that are good. The soundtrack is where I think this level gets carried. Hard carried to the high bit of C tier. I see a lot of people give this A tier. I initially put it A tier just to keep the community happy. I've always not liked this level. When I tried to learn this back in 2017, it took me forever. I didn't actually perfect this level until 2021 or something, because I just didn't care enough to come back to it and try. And it's all because of this stupid 3rd crown, which you will see. Other than that, the soundtrack's good. Why does the community like this? I actually can't give a justification as to why the community like this level so much. I don't know why. I'm sorry, guys. If you guys can give an explanation as to why this level is so good in the comments, please do that. Oh, I didn't even go for it. And there's a fake out there, too, but I actually think that's kind of funny, because you should know how to do that if you're playing past this point. Oh, also, sorry if you're listening with headphones, because this soundtrack will make your ears bleed. Not because it's bad, but because it's so loud. Like, I don't know. Even on the lowest volume of my phone, I still managed to wake my parents somehow when in the same room with them, so. That was years ago, but yeah. Still, just too hard for me, honestly. A little unfair at times, especially with the fake out at the end. So I think it's very deserving of 9th place on this list. I kid you guys not, I do not want to play this level so bad that I'm just going to stay on the title screen here. In 8th place, Lov-E. Oh my god, I've seen so many people glazing this level. And if you want to see me glaze levels, go check out my underrated level, because that's all I do. And you could have opinions, but like, you chose a favorite level and you chose this? I'm sorry, do you need mental help? No, I'm just kidding. It's just, the slime mechanic's not good. And it's like, it's not even that nostalgic. It doesn't have any cameo themes. And this was our first anniversary level, if you don't count A Dream of 7 Years, that we got from Minimax. And it just wasn't good. It was not what we hoped for. It didn't even have like a cool theme, in my opinion. None of the obstacles, like there's some, all the obstacles kind of relate, but like they're just kind of taken. I mean, Nirvana does that too, but they completely redid all of them. And it's just like kind of boring, and it's just way too challenging, I feel like, than past ones, because the mystery boxes are too hard when paired with the the slime things. And this might just sound like me complaining about it being too hard, but just remember, I perfected every level in the game, and I did so in around 5 days. Recently, when I had to reinstall the game for the Magic House update, so just keep that in mind. So for all those reasons, the community just loves it way too much for me to even consider not putting it on this list. This was definitely a locked choice for this list. I just had to figure out where to put it, and I think 8th place is very fitting. In 7th place, we have Robbotoy, which was glazed beyond belief upon release. Like, guys, it's not that good. This level isn't even like F tier, D tier, C tier. It's B tier, but it's not that good to justify putting it in A tier or S tier. When this level came out, I was like, low S tier, high A tier. And when I think that about a level as soon as it comes out, I know it's gonna go in B tier at some point. And look what happened. It's high B tier, granted, but like it's still not nearly as good as I see the community making it out to be. Like, the electric mechanic is not fun, chat. Like, not in this level. They make it work in Accumulator, but in this level, they did not do it. I think they made it too challenging. You have to build your level around this, and like, it's fine. It's just like, you have to do it well. All the gem routes revolve around getting it, which is fine because it was the new mechanic for this level, but like, you could have done something original. This just feels like an entirely this feels like Rollercraft, honestly, with all its random abilities just everywhere, scattered throughout. Feels kind of unfair, kind of unfun to play. At least this level does have something to redeem itself, and that is its amazing soundtrack. I think it does have a pretty good soundtrack, especially near the end. Probably only near the end, but that's where it gets really good. Otherwise, the mechanics it uses in this level are not some of my favorite. Actually, I'm glad I died there, because I really don't want to keep playing it. At the end is just... And it's not fun for me. It's overloved by the community. That's what I put on my thumbnail for my deeper dive video on it, and I still agree the community just glazed this level completely upon release, especially considering when this level came out with Sunshine Ocean, like the 3rd best level in the game right now, in my opinion. Like, this level just got completely glazed by the community. So 7th place is definitely a fair placement for it, in my opinion. In 6th place, we have Apicious Jade Rabbit, or AJR, as I'm going to call it the rest of this video, because I do not want to say that. This was the first level that Minimax released that was like new, because Goblin Town was just an existing property already in the game. This level added the fireworks mechanics, which is fine. It didn't build the level around it. It's kind of fine. It's just like more gems, you know, even though this level already has 20. Like, 20 isn't enough. Personally, I think this level is overloved by the community just because it was the first level and everyone thinks that Minimax did such a great job. And I think they did okay. It's just not like my favorite. The best thing is that they use an F777 soundtrack. Which is Firecrackers 2, I think. Firecrackers 2. This is fun. I do like doing that. But, like, I feel like, I don't know. I just didn't like the design of this level. I think the deco could have been a little better. Routing-wise, I think this level is actually kind of fun. Trying to get all the fireworks can feel like a pain, but if you know what you're doing, you got it. The ending can get kind of chaotic, but that's fine with me. I give this level, like, high C tier, low B tier. And that's just because, I don't know. I've never really been a fan of this level. Along with the next level that I'm going to be talking about is also very similar to this one. Pretty much the exact same situation as well. Also an early Minimax level too, so they kind of have something in common, and I'll refer back to this level in the next segment of this video, so you guys can just kind of know that. I'm not going to talk too much about this level, and I mean, it's out of all of the 10 levels on this list, I'd say I've seen the least amount of feedback from the community on. Although the feedback I have seen has been fairly positive, which kind of, I mean, it doesn't have to be negative, but, like, I just don't like the level personally. And if people didn't like the level as well, it would be negative feedback. So I haven't really seen much of that, so I think it's a pretty fair 6th place here. In 5th place, we have Horizon Cruise. Literally a level I have never liked. It's B tier. It's B tier. But I've never liked it. The soundtrack is probably one of the worst of the Minimax era, in my opinion. We had way too many space levels at this point, and its bonus just does everything that it doesn't do better. And even the things that it does better. The mystery box routes are 10 times better than Interstellar Leap. Even Space Station is better than this. Like, I don't know. I personally am not a fan of this level, and this is a level that I do see a lot of glaze from the community, like Deco and Hugo praising, and I just cannot disagree more about that. It's so boring, and it's such an overused concept that it does nothing original. Like, the only original thing this level actually does is it uses mystery boxes, and it's the first space station level to do that. Whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-doo. We use mystery boxes for the first time in a space level. Wow. So original. I don't know. Not a fan. This is also a very controversial pick for me because a lot of people in my community also like this level. And I made a pretty early on deeper dive about this level, and poker, to be honest. Explaining why I just don't like it that much. And I don't really have much more to say other than that. And it kind of like AJR. It's just like, they were starting out, I understand. It's just not my favorite. Okay, sorry, I'm failing really bad because there's a bunch of stupid bugs here. I hate bugs. I just like to fail outside. So get out of here, bugs. I will go inside in the air conditioning, but I have a heat wave, so... Yeah, no, I just have nothing more to say about this level. It's so bland, it's so boring, and it's just... The community likes it too much. I have nothing to say here. The community says that it's like just... Yeah, I don't know. I've said that way too much in this level, and I think I'm done with this segment because I cannot talk about this level for any longer. In 4th place, we had Disco Tempo. When I was perfecting all of the levels recently, guess how many times this took me to perfect? Like 7. It's so annoying. The things they do with the movers and the, like, bridges, these things, are just so stupid, and I cannot take it. Oh, they rickroll us at the end. Yeah, that's like a fun part of the song. I don't know. Like, the song's not that good, really. The decoration's okay. I mean, it's fine. It's kind of innovative. I think they do a better job in Beach Party Rock. It's main level. I don't know what that is. The situation with those levels are weird. It's just such... the community will absolutely loves this level. Deco and Hugo put this at the top of his tier list, along with the next level we're about to see. I disagree with both. I think they're both B-tier picks, and just awful. Awful. Just not fun to perfect. That's this level's flaw. It's awful for me to try to perfect it. Like, what the hell was that? What is this stupid freaking hitbox on that? And like, I'm raging and I've already perfected the level because it's so unfair. And it gets even worse towards the end of the level. The stupid 3rd crown, the stupid 9th gem, even the 10th gem is really stupid. And it just pisses me off so much that this level got approved by the router. Liga YB, I think, routed this. This is not your best work. You did better things, like even Fruity Paradise, I think you routed, or Sugarfall, one of the two of them is better. Like, so annoying, so annoying, so annoying. I cannot understand how anybody in the community likes this level, and for that reason, it is in 4th place. Similarly, in 3rd place, Bouncing City. This level gets all the love while its bonus gets all of the hate. And if you watched last week's video, you should have. If you didn't, spoiler alert, Lively Spirits is one of the most underrated levels in the game. So this level is on the overrated list. Its bonus is in the underrated list, when the community pretty much thinks the opposite of what I think on both of these levels. And this is a pick that a lot of people think, actually, yeah, you could do that. I do that a lot because it's fun. The jumping mechanic, gimmick, whatever you want to call it, I guess it works with this level's theme. It makes it a little less generic than the stupid high-tech levels, which I will give it credit for. But that means I also have to give Lively Spirits the credit for it too, although they do it to a lesser extent. Still, the soundtrack is also one of the worst I think we've had in the Minimax era, and it's just unfun to play, I think. It's just... It makes me rage sometimes too, because there's some really stupid parts. Like, in Weekly Match, you can die in this level. Like, without running out of points. You could be at like 100 points and you'll just die. I'll show you where too. It's really annoying. and I mean, that's just a Weekly Match issue, but still. Such a annoying and boring level. So right here, if you were to take the left path and try to go for this portal right here, you'd die for some reason. I don't really know why. I think that works. I think that happens with every level with the portal if you miss it. It's just weird. I never go for that crown because it's incredibly confusing. I had to look up a tutorial on how to get it when I was perfecting levels. And that, once again, I said this about the basketball too, because somebody told me they had to look up a tutorial about how to get the 3rd crown. If you have to look up a tutorial of how to get a collectible in a level, it's probably not a good collectible. And it's just like, yeah, these levels get me mad a lot. I mean, it's just like, there's so many flaws with them that the community just completely overlooks or says is good, that in my opinion, I just don't. Just a bad soundtrack in my opinion, and just horrible collectibles. Not fun to play. I mean, it has some redeeming qualities, but I'd put it right next to Disco Temple, probably above it in the B tier, but B tier is nothing to be proud of. If you guys know me, you should not be surprised that this level was on this list, and you should not be surprised at what number 1 is going to be. In 2nd place, we have Competition Park. One of the most glazed levels in history, and especially the most glazed one of 2024. In my opinion, this is the worst level of 2024. Oh, wait, sorry, the basketball came out in 2024. Never mind. This is the 2nd worst level of 2024, other than the basketball. And that's because this level's mystery boxes suck ass. Who came up with these? They're awful. They're not fun. And even the normal route is just unfun to play. Sure, I like the video game thing. Guess what we already have? A video game theme level. 1-up. Crying in the corner. I don't want to play this level anymore. It's so awful. Horrible mystery boxes levels, unoriginal theme, and even the theme is literally just a controller. It's a freaking controller. And I'm sure they meant to make up for it with the cool animated themes. They're not even that good. They're the most basic ones. They've used it better in Beach Party Rock, Eternity, Enchanted Lamp. All levels that I think use the animated themes better. And Beach Party Rock even uses the same animated themes in that level as this level. Like, this level does nothing right, I feel like, other than having like an okay soundtrack. I use okay, like, it's probably the worst Creole song we have in the game of the 3 that we have. And the idea isn't even an original concept. It's just kind of like 1-up and 8 bits. And that unreleased bonus we still don't have. So, yeah, especially when Pinkio ranked this as the best level of 2024, I was like, dog, this is the second worst. And actually, the level coming up in the number 1 spot, it was also ranked number 1 in the 2023 Pinkio Awards. So, yeah, let's just move on to number 1. If y'all even know me, this should not be a surprise. First place, Lab Confidential, and hold on, there's a train. Okay, sorry, brief interruption. I live right next to a train track, but anyway, this level is so overrated by the community. Oh my gosh, it's the first co-creation level. It has an amazing soundtrack. Shut up. The routing sucks. This has some of the worst routing I've ever seen in my life. It's way too difficult. And it started with the time bomb thing, which doesn't really matter anymore. But like, if you were playing the game back when it released, you had to wait 7 days, which was the stupidest feature ever. The last level to use that was Lively Spirits. Thank God. Because now we have way too many co-creation levels. Now, I initially put this level in D tier, and I moved it up to B tier since, but I'm probably going to move down to C tier or something. It's just like... And the ending is even worse, because the end routing for collectibles is just god-awful. The fact that there's 20 gems, and if you looked at the ball speed, how fast that was, it's insanely unfair at times, especially with, like, the ending specifically. I don't want to keep playing this trash, but, you know, and the community always loves this level. Even on my deeper dive, there were some people that agreed with me, but, like, there were also some people that disagreed with me. Which leads me to believe that this is definitely a great pick for number 1. Unlike last week's, where literally nobody in my comment section agreed with my opinion on the underrated number 1. So go check that level out if you want to see what I put for number 1. Yeah, for being just completely loved for the community while having horrible routing, not fun collectibles, and an okay soundtrack, this level is number 1 and is the most overrated level in Rolling Sky. But what do you guys think? Do you hate Emerald City and not like me for not including it on this list? I don't care. This is personally all my opinion, and I will see y'all in the next deeper dive. Casual out.